Hello, Lereko, can you hear me?
Hello, sorry about that. Hi,
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well, and yourself?
Yes, I'm happy to hear your voice, as
Uh,
always, as usual.
same here.
Okay. So, Lereko, was it tough for you to do the homework? I mean,
Um,
because I give you a lot of homework, is it
I think
doable
the
or is too
one that
much?
was, pardon?
Was it doable or too much?
Oh no, it was good. I think the one I struggled with, was the discount one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay. So may I know one thing, please? There was a
Mhm.
third homework, but maybe you didn't see it, didn't notice it. Is it?
Oh, I did it on Google Docs.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's
Yeah.
good. So you can start sharing?
Should I share the discount one? Which one should
Yes,
I share?
yes, definitely. That the one that doesn't work, yes.
Okay.
Do you have any exams coming soon?
Um, I'm supposed to be writing one on the 7th of August, but I'm not really sure if I'll be able to write it because I have nationals for public speakings, that clashes with the date, so I'm not really sure.
Okay, but that is not the final exam, right? It's just
Yeah, yeah. It's just a practical.
okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. Then yeah, you can start sharing them.
But then I think they'll probably move it to I'll have to write it sometime in September because we have holidays in August and yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Um I guess what I struggled with the most was probably um oh
So wait, because it's still trying to open. And is it possible that you let me know actually? Um,
oh yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah.
okay, so okay, you told me about the while loop, right? The while loop
Yeah,
and
nested
the
and
nested code.
while
Yeah.
loops.
So
Yeah.
you already know from your friends or your colleagues that they already took that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I understand how it's supposed to look like, but I just like to go through it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, brief me about what you did. So you can go up a little bit so that we can understand what's happening. Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I remember it asked me to display the menu and
Okay.
then yeah, and
So
then
you displaying the menu, okay? And then what is this while for?
the while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this
Oh,
while
I just wanted
are yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to try like using a while loop just to like, because that's something I wanted to move on to. So I was like, instead of using a for loop, let me just try it with the while loop.
Okay, but what
Yeah.
what is what is in the okay, fine. But what is in the exercise that dictates to us that we need to use a loop? Where in the
Um,
exercise that you're just trying it outside the exercise extra, or there is something in the exercise that you
I
understood?
think the exercise required a loop, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just try find it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it said wrap the menu and selection inside a loop so that the user can add multiple items.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So okay, you take an item and then based on the item you use a switch statement, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Um, and then yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then you print out sneakers. Okay, totally fine. And then, okay,
Yes.
so you are, what is this R, please? Can you just let me understand? What is this R?
Int r is equal to 1. So it was just for the loop, basically. I think that's what I put it there for. It was just for the loop, so that the
Okay.
loop can like run 5 times or something.
Mm-mm. Okay. So in the exercise, we never mentioned something that we have to loop for 5 times, right? Because you don't know upfront when we make this software for example, for a shopping complex or even a supermarket. So we don't
Yeah.
know if the user will actually buy one item or even five items or sometimes even 10 items, right? We don't know upfront, right?
Yeah, yeah, I see that now.
Okay, so okay, that's yeah, that's not bad. So okay, eh, let me look
So
here.
what should I have written instead?
So it's supposed to be based on the choice here. So I mean, if we only we the condition that should be here should be monitoring for the exit. So if the user choose to exit, then we will build the condition based on the exit. If we don't see that the user choose maybe number four, so if the input here or his choice is not number four,
Yeah.
then we should not exit. So
Okay.
we should continue. Okay.
Hmm.
But since we're going to discuss the while loop now, we can discuss it in a later stage now, and we can reconsider the exercise after we discuss the while loop. But the switch statement here that you put, let me try to understand from you here. So, okay, you take an item number.
Yeah.
Is it
The
item number? Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That's good. So when you take an item number, you print to him that he choose a t-shirt. But
Hmm.
okay, so when you have a total, every time you select an item, you need to add. So you selected the
Oh,
t-shirt. So it means that you
let
need
me
to put a price.
um so price um mm, 120. Oh, well, maybe it should be a double, I think. Um,
Mhm. Okay.
would that be correct?
Um, the pricing here, yes, it is okay. But then, okay, so let me see here. You say a discount. So the problem here with what you're doing is that if you have a loop and every time you choose a sneaker or something different, yes, you will add the price, but the problem is you are redefining the total every time. It means that the total will not retain its value. And also another problem that you did not initialize the total to zero first. So if you would like to keep adding, so initially, before you purchase anything on the counter, your total should be zero first. And then
Okay.
you select a sneaker or something, so it will add to the total. And then we will add 240 or 450 to the total. And then if you select something else, a t-shirt or something, so we add this t-shirt to the previous total. So we will add maybe 300 to it. But initially you are not able to add to the total unless it originally have a value.
Oh,
So if it doesn't have, I mean, like what you are doing here, you are not initializing the total. You are just adding to it. So you add to nothing. The total have nothing inside.
okay.
Did you get that?
Yes. So like this.
Yes, but you have to initialize it. So again, at the moment,
Oh,
like what you did,
oh,
total got nothing inside. So you need to put 0 inside it.
yeah.
And then you come down, and then you do not redefine the total. So now when you put double again, you are redefining the total. We should not do that. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is
Okay.
acceptable. Yes. Did
Okay.
you? Okay. So we will not discuss the remaining because that is totally dependable on how the while actually work. And if it works fine, then we are able to discuss what is coming here. Okay. So you are telling the discount. Okay. You multiply by 10 divided by 100. Okay. I don't see any problem on this code. Basically, it is the trick most probably is in the while loop, in the loop itself.
Okay.
And how we going to put the switch statement inside it. That's and okay. So let me also tell you one thing. And that's actually good. So you got the discount, but did you tell the total after the discount? So I mean here that is excellent. You are telling the discount, but is it
Yeah.
we know the discount by multiplying the total? I mean, wait. So okay, if I tell you that the current total is 100 USD,
Mm-hmm.
and then you apply 10% discount to it. So how much is we should pay? Should the client pay?
90 US dollars.
Okay, that's excellent. So we cannot say that the discount is 90 USD. The discount is actually 10%, which is actually 10 USD. So
Mm-hmm.
when you multiply the total by 10%, like this actually translate to total multiplied by 0.10. When you divide the 100 by 10 by 100, it gives you 0.1. So if you
Yeah.
multiply the 100 USD times 0.1, it gives you 90. So the 90 is not the discount. It is actually the new price after the discount. So the discount is 10, but
Mm-hmm.
the final price is 90. I think you are not following up, is it? Should I say it
Oh,
again?
no, no, I understand. So this should be final price,
Yes, you can,
basically.
or you can even put it total also. You can still put here total. It means
Oh,
that
okay.
yeah, that is also possible. So the total
Okay.
equal total, and then you multiply by the discount, and then the final value will be stored also here. And then you print it out.
Okay.
Okay, so let us revisit this after we settle the while. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So again, can you
Oh,
share with me, please, the document that contain?
oh, the questions.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm talking about the error, the one with detecting the error.
um, okay. This one. Are you able to see?
Yes, the first thing is I noticed that the shoe size is not initialized. I couldn't find any other error. Okay, and firstly, the variable length is not initialized. The condition of the if. Okay, can you show me the exact question, please? Can you go back to the question?
Okay. I'm not sure. I think it was this one. Wait. Yeah, this one.
Yes. So, okay, we are talking about an if statement that is checking the size. Okay, do you see any error here?
Mm, oh, the comma.
Yes, that's one thing. The second thing is also the two equal, because this is like trying to put store 9 inside the variable shoe size, but we don't do that in the conditions. In the condition,
Oh,
we check equality between between right hand side and left hand side. We check equality
Yeah,
between both of them, right? And then you are
mm-hmm.
not able to check an equality before you initialize this variable. And this one you already detected. So there is other
Yeah.
two errors that you need to be aware of. Okay, now come down, please.
Um,
Okay. And what about here? What do you think? What could be the possible errors here other than initializing the len?
the condition is not in any brackets.
Yes. Okay. And then okay, putting curly braces here
Yeah,
on
also I
or
was also
not,
gonna say the curly braces
but
too.
it is also acceptable.
Yeah.
Believe me, I mean, if there is only one line under the if, it is acceptable. If there is
Oh,
multiple lines, we have to put curly braces. But the
okay.
bracket, we have to put a bracket like that. Yes.
Okay.
Now, is it clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. So let's continue.
Okay.
Okay. So I will share with you here this while loops. So first of all, from your understanding, what did you notice as a difference between a for loop and a while loop? So when should we use a while loop and when should we use?
What I noticed the difference between a while loop and a for loop is that a while loop, in a for loop, it's structured in a way that you kind of initialize and then you increment basically, and you put a condition and then you increment. But then with the while loop, it's just you put the condition in, and I think you declare the variable outside the while loop.
Can you repeat again if you don't mind? I'm sorry.
For loop, what I notice is that you initialize the variable inside the loop, and then you
Mm-hmm,
put a condition,
mm-hmm.
and then you increment, right? And that's the amount of times your loop will run. And
Okay,
then with the while loop, what I realize is that you just put the condition in the brackets, and then you initialize outside the loop.
excellent. But when should we use a for and when should we use a while?
When should we leave? I'm not really sure.
Okay, so for loop, it is a count controlled loop, which means that you know upfront before when you design the loop itself, you know upfront how many times you would like the loop to run because
Yeah.
you put the numbering in and the condition inside the for loop that decide how many times it will run. But the while loop is a different story. Okay, so you do not know upfront when you design it how many times it will run. It might run forever actually. Certain while
Yeah, I
loops,
had a
it can be
problem with
designed.
that yeah.
Okay, so that is not the same condition for the for loop. For loop, okay, maybe we run 10 times, 100 times, but we know upfront that it will run 100 times. While loop, we don't know
Yeah.
upfront. Okay, so it depends on the
Mhm.
condition that you use it. Now, look at this code, please, and tell me what do you understand from this code?
It's just a basic if statement. So it's allowing a user to input their age, and then the condition is that if the age is less than 0, or if the age is greater than 120, then they have put like a incorrect value, and then yeah, they're out of the application basically. It ends the application.
Okay, do you see a necessity to actually use a while loop inside here?
Um, no, not really.
Okay, so just let me tell you, whenever you design a program, you have
Mm-hmm.
to really think about the condition of the end user. Typically, when you design a program, you are not the one who's going to use it. Now, at the moment, because you are still a student, you write a program and you are the one who run it and test it. But in
Yeah.
reality, when you become a programmer, and I think you have the capability to become a senior and a good programmer, and I
Thank
recommend
you.
you to do that if you love it.
Yeah.
So what I say that you have to take into account that the end user might not be as educated as you, and he might make mistakes. So you ask him to enter an age, but then you're protecting your system that if the age is less than 0 or bigger than 20, you don't accept it. You said that
Yeah.
it's wrong, but your program supposed to keep running until you get the correct input from the user. The if statement will only work one time, which means that
Yeah.
if the age is less than 0, I will print this and I will exit. Exit means I end the program, but that's not how the program runs. So if typically, if I am inside a program and then I need to produce certain result, not every time that the user give me a wrong result, I should close the program. That does not make sense. That program
Yeah.
should be always on and open and ready to show messages and error messages to the user until he put the correct input. So if you would put a while loop, where can you put it here?
Um,
To make sure that we keep requesting an input from the user until he give us the proper input.
I'll probably put the while loop above the user input line. And then yeah, I put everything inside the while loop.
Excellent, excellent. That's really good. Okay, have a look here, please. So is that something similar to what you said?
Um,
So you see the code here, how he do it?
yes, yes, yes.
But do you
Yeah,
notice that he do two things? You see here this line and this line.
yeah,
Is it the
yeah,
same?
yes, yeah.
Why he do it two times?
Um, so what he's doing is that for in case the user inputs something wrong, inside the loop they can put in a new input, basically, like giving them a second chance.
Okay, that's good. So it means that when are we going to exit this loop? It means that when we are going, so we will be captive inside the loop for a certain number of times. Okay,
Yeah, you'll exit the loop once the age is between 0 and 120. Once the input
excellent.
is between
Okay,
0 and
that's
120.
that's really good. Okay, if I remove that line, what will happen?
If you remove that line, the code won't really run because I mean you have age here, age from 0 to 120, but then there is no variable age declared.
Excellent, excellent, really excellent. Did you see that before? Did you see this chapter before, or this is your analytic in real time?
Yeah, this is just the first time I've seen it.
Okay, that tells a big story. Okay, that's good. Okay, so yep. Now, if you look here, please. So we would like to. I mean, I didn't. I mean, since you already, this is a simple while loop that we could have built, and since we would like to cover a few things, so let me focus on the one that have some tricks here and there. So that I ask you to write. So let us look here. Display all the multiples of 3 from in the numbers between 1 and 8,000 across the screen with one space between each. So here he actually, I mean, this is an exercise, and then he divide the exercise into input, processing, and output. So he expect an input which is the numbers. I mean, you don't take an input from the user at the end, but what you do is that you generate multiples of 3 starting at 3, and then you stop when the numbers are greater than 8,000. So I mean, there is no point to check if 1 and 2 or even 0 is actually multiple of 3 because they are not. So he recommend you to start at 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a loop. And then
Yes.
wouldn't it be a for loop because you're incrementing by 3, or would
He
it?
asks you here to use a while loop. So
How would that work?
Aha, that's interesting. Yeah, that is so okay. Do you know how to translate a for loop to a while loop? That is a question now. So forget about
No,
this.
not yet, no.
Okay, write to me a for loop. Can you write to me a
Yeah,
for loop on your code? And then we
okay.
try to translate it together.
Okay.
Would you like to share your screen so that we can look together into this?
I'm not done yet, but should I share even if it's not done?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So the numbers go up to, was it 8,000 or 80,000?
8,000.
8,000, okay. Mm, mm.
So the for loop in this case, it should be, since you are incrementing by 3, it should be j equal j plus 3.
J equals, oh, okay. J-
What is the file
uh,
name? The file name should be exactly the same.
I think it is. I can copied it and then pasted it, but multiples of 3 dot 0.
Is there is space here?
There's no space.
Here?
It looks the exact same.
But wait,
Pardon?
here.
Yeah.
I see a space between the 3 and the dot.
Oh, so what do I do? Do I
You
just
have to rename this file name to make sure that there is no space here
okay.
in the file name itself. Yep. Okay. What about if you run now? Does it work?
Um, okay, there's an error there. Is already in. So yeah, I'm confused.
No need to confuse because you are redefining J for 2 times. So here you
Um,
define a variable called J and you redefine it again here.
oh,
Okay, so it works. It seems that it works.
yeah.
But can you let me so I will send actually the exercise. So the exercise say that you should print the multiples across the screen with one space between each of those.
Okay.
One space between each, it means that they should be printed on the same line, not on different lines like you did. At the moment, you are printing each number on a separate line,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then, but we don't want to do that. Why we would like to print? I mean, we should print all of them on the same line and with the spaces in between them. That is what is expected. How we can do that?
Um, I have an idea, but I'm not really sure if it's
Okay,
correct.
try. Mhm.
Um, would it be slash TJ or something?
Okay, can you try?
Um, let me see. Yeah. Uh,
So he doesn't accept it. So typically slash T, it normally included in a
yeah.
double quotation. Okay. Then possibly you have to put J like that.
Let's see. Um,
So you have to either put comma here or a J or plus
oh yeah,
because that is a variable and that is a string.
still the same.
Why? Because you're using print line. Print line print every uh, item here on a separate line.
Okay.
So, yep, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ah, now you see, yeah. Actually, I,
Yeah.
I like that because there was a way to do that in a different way. But I mean, you could actually say J plus double quotation and empty space here, and it will achieve the same. But this is very smart because you already took that, and that's good. So you
Yeah.
managed to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now can we try to do it with a while? So slowly, let us try. I mean, just keep this as it is and start to write a while loop under it. And then we let us fix it together until we make it work exactly like the for loop.
Okay. Let me try. So wouldn't I have to declare the int J? Wait.
Can you use other variable other than J? Let's use I so that we don't confuse.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, equal to 3. Wow. I equal to 1. Mm, wait, wow. I is greater than or equal to
Excellent. Excellent.
1000.
Yes.
Um, um, and no, no. Would that be correct?
Mm, try to run, please, and see.
Oh, yeah, looks the same.
Okay. Can I ask you something? Is it possible that you I mean, why do you think we need to define a new number? I mean, a new variable? It's correct. It's not, I mean, it's an extra step, but it's correct. So what you did here is okay. But my question now is that um, you are not actually incrementing. So every time you run here,
Wait,
I'm surprised that this is actually working.
wait, I think it's, well, let me just double check something. Oh, I think it's the other loop that's running. I don't think it's the one that we did now. Let me just
Okay.
comment the lines on the,
So you have to put the slash before, not after.
oh, okay.
Or easy, come here. I mean, remove this, just come here and so and remove this slash.
Oh,
Let me see. I think he will not complain. Yes, I think okay. Now run.
oh, it's still running. What? It's saying that it's still running. Let me just,
Yep. Okay, now I understand. You have to stop. Make it stop. Exit run. Yes. So okay, I think now it's clear. Do you see now? You
um,
you are actually printing 6 for a number of times. But
yeah.
this is because of your while loop. And are you able to think of a way why we are always printing 6 forever and we
It's
never reach
because
8,000?
of this. So I think the reason that we're doing that is because int I is always going to be 3.
Mm-hmm.
So then num will always be 3 plus 3.
Which is 6. That's why it's printing
Yeah,
always 6, right?
yes.
And since I value will always be 3, so it means that this condition will be forever like that and it will run forever.
So we need to declare another variable, I think.
Wait, wait. Let me tell you. There is 3 parts of a for loop. To make the while loop work exactly like a for loop, we have to do 3 things. You have done 2 of them correctly, which is initializing a variable. You initialize the I equals
Mm-hmm.
3, and this is equivalent to the j equals 3 that you put in the for loop above. And then you put a
Yeah.
condition I less than 8, less than or equal 8,000, and this is exactly the same like the condition that we use in the for loop. But there is one thing remaining. You did j equal j plus 3, but you never did anything similar to z. Of course, here you don't have j, you have I. So I expect you to have I plus 3. So this, if you do it, it will exactly replicate what is happening inside the for loop.
Okay.
Okay, so try to run and see what is the error.
Okay.
Exit is still running, of course. So what is num? Do we have any
Oh
num
yeah.
in this?
No, we don't.
Okay, now run.
Yeah.
It
Now it's
worked, right?
yeah, now it's working. But
So, okay, so good. I mean, now you managed to do it correctly, except there is one issue.
mhm.
Can you look? Okay, now can you please do me a favor? Come here, remove the comment, and I would like you to run both of them and compare both output and tell me what is the issue.
Okay. Oh, wait, I think I saw what the issue might have been. It starts at 6, not 3.
Why?
Why does it start at 6, not 3? It's because we're starting off we've already initialized I outside here, so its value is already 3. Now we're starting off the loop with I being 3, and then you're adding 3 each time.
So it means
So
that
it's
I
gonna
need
be
to get this
6.
here. So this line
Yeah.
is correct, but it should be under. So if I print 3 first, and then I increment the I.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah.
Which is work, right? So, okay,
Mm-hmm.
now can you tell me now, do you now understand if you have a for loop, how can you convert it to a while loop?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the 3 components that you need to put inside a while loop, please?
First is the initializing.
Okay, second,
Then you need to put a condition,
excellent. The third,
and then you need to increment the already initialized variable.
excellent, excellent. Okay, that's good. Let's continue. So let me share.
Okay.
So he put for you 2 scenarios, and actually we did experience that. So do you see here? He put an algorithm. This algorithm definitely is not in Java yet, but
Mm-hmm.
just like a pseudocode. I mean, he's trying to put for you what you should actually, how you're going to design your while loop. So do you see here? Wasn't this what you did in the start, and then you start to modify it to this, right? So you
Yeah.
incremented the num at the start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so you recognize which one of these 2 algorithms is correct.
1.
Excellent, that's good. And then if we, so this guy is actually telling you, let me see. So this guy is actually telling you that that he would like you to, every 10 lines at the moment, we are going to print all the numbers from 1 until 8,000 in one line. But he would like some arrangement. So it means that he would like to improve the algorithm to display 10 numbers on a single line. At the moment, you print all the results on one line. But he would
Mm-hmm.
like some advancement to be done. So look at this code and tell me what do you understand from here. So this code is exactly same like the algorithm 1 that you have chosen, but he added an improvement here. So this is the display num, and this is a condition, and this is the one that you use as an I equals 3 in your code, but he's using here a different variable name. He's the increment. Here is the condition like what we said. the print out here, but he added something here. Can you understand what did he add and why?
Um, uh, so basically what he's doing is, um, if the variable count is divisible by 10, so every 10 lines, the display must go down basically to a new line every 10 space, every 10 count or something. But I'm not really sure actually, but yeah.
So, okay, the count is a variable that he initialized to 0. And then every time the while loop run for 10 times, which means that it display 10. If it run for 10 times, it means that it display 10 numbers. It print out the number for 10 times already. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
if that the count reach 10, it means that I already displayed 10 numbers from here. And then I would like to go to a new line if the count reach 10. So modulus 10, it makes sure that I only execute that line every 10
10
times.
times. Yeah.
So that is how modulus 10 works. So if you reach the count, reach 20, 20 modulus 10 will give you actually 0. So if you
Mm.
divide 20 by 10, it gives you 2. There is any remainder? No,
No.
no remainder. So it means that it is equal 0, which means that we will make this condition equal true, which means that I will execute that for one time. So when I reach 30, when the count reach 30, it means that it's 10 times or 30 times I already counted here. This becomes 30. So that also will become true, and that will also execute that line for one time. So
Yeah.
it means that by putting this, we are trying to implement that we have 3, 6, 9, maybe 12, um, 15, some, and so on for 10 numbers. After 10 numbers, we print a new line, which means that I am not going to print the remaining of the numbers on the same line. So this is line number 1. And then here, line number 2, I put maybe 21, 24, 27,
27,
maybe, and so on. And then
30.
next, after 10 numbers, I print a third line. So are you able to implement something like this?
Not, would it have to be inside the print statement or how would it look?
This is a while loop. This is your while loop. This is your current while loop. And this is your increment, and this is your print statement. I mean, at the moment, you already have a for loop that is we already implemented, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this is a while loop that you already implemented. And this is the display or the print statement
Oh,
that you did. This is the increment. So this have to be in between the display and the increment.
yeah. Um, okay, let me try it. Yeah, I have a problem.
Okay, you can share.
Am I able to see the code?
Yeah. I'm able, but let me try to understand here. Um, this is your while, this is your I, this is your increment. But why you repeated that here? I mean, why we repeat that?
Shouldn't it print out, but like on a new line or something?
Yes, but okay. So let me just tell you here. So inside your if, you only have one line. So okay, what we said that the if statement should lie between the printing and the increment. Okay, so the increment should not be part of the if. Okay, the trick here actually that
Oh, I accidentally put it inside.
yes, if you put it inside, then there will be a problem, and then it will run forever like that. So yeah, so the point here is just a simple trick that you actually need to even print a new line, a new empty line, which means that you don't even have to put like this. So you just put a print line with the two brackets empty like this. So you just have to remove everything inside. So that will guarantee that you move the cursor just to a new line. Try again.
Yeah. And,
It run forever because you put the increment. Aha, now you see.
yeah.
So every 10, if you move this light, you will notice that actually you are printing 10 numbers on one line
Yeah.
instead of all the numbers just on one line.
Mm.
Did you understand now? The trick
Yes.
is
Yeah.
just okay. I mean, but wait. Actually, the point here that there is also another issue here that you caused, and
Okay.
so I think it's more accurate if we created another variable that's called count, and this variable we have to exactly same that like the algorithm. We don't use here I, we use count, so that because if you look here, you will notice that you're actually building based on the I and not on the count, and that is not very accurate like what we expect.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain to you. Whenever we have okay, if you define when you define and initialize a variable like that inside the while loop, it means that every time I run the while, I will initialize the count to 0. But I don't want that. I want the count to always get incremented, which means that if you do it like that, every time the while run, it will start to become 0. So normally I initialize all my variables here outside the loop, so that it means that every time I run the loop, I'm able to increment the count by 1, and it will
Yeah.
retain its value.
So like
Okay.
this?
Yes, correct. And then you put this count here. So this count variable only is responsible to make sure that we print the lines, the new line only. This one will get only executed if the count is a multiple of 10. So let's see. Can you run?
Yeah, it runs.
But you notice here, please. I mean, if you look at here, you will notice that the difference between this and this is almost stable. It's not like when you put I. When you put I was actually the numbers was totally different here. So
Mm-hmm.
if you look here,
Let me just check when I put I. Where is it? Was this the one I put I? I think I'm not really sure, but yeah,
no, no,
sorry.
no.
Yeah.
So when you put I, the numbers here you see it's all ending with 3. Here all
Yeah.
ending with 6. So it
Mhm.
is fixed. And then but when you use I mean, can you run with using I? Remove
Oh,
this.
no, I think this is the one where I was using I. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was this one. Not really sure. And then yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so okay. Uh, I would say if you have a basic understanding like 80%, I would try to give you something new. Is it clear to you what we did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why we needed to use a different variable?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Can you close? So to close this discussion, I would say that this is a new improved algorithm. Can you see it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So look at here the difference between this and this. Any idea what is the difference?
There's less variables. Um, let's see. We're now using, if this was my code, we'd be using I,
Mhm.
and we display I, then we put it inside the if statement or
Okay,
the,
so there is I mean this algorithm is using so I mean if here he created a new count, a new variable it's called count, and he initialized it to 0. Here he didn't do that. He used the I like what you did, but he didn't say modulus 10. He used modulus 30. So
oh yeah, yeah.
okay, so actually there is a reason for that. So 3 times 10. Just be aware that he doesn't use count. He used the num itself. He used your I, same like what you did. Okay, but he do it in a different way. That have actually this change have a different consequence. I would like you to study this consequence and tell it to me in the next time. I would like to go and give you the nested for loop now. Although the time is remaining is not much, but I want to give it to you. Okay.
Okay.
So can you do this part as a homework? So you will implement this algorithm, compare the result to this, and tell me you have to put your eye into some analytics. You have to tell me
Yeah.
what is exactly the result, the difference in the result between both of them. Okay,
Okay.
good. So I would move quickly. So definitely we still have to talk about while loops, but let me try to introduce the for loop just in case that you go through the exam. Um, okay, so this is the nested for loop. I would say, let me think of something that we can start with. Okay, do you see this hash? Are you able? Are you able to print? Make a for loop that print hash for one line.
A
So
for
yes, a for loop. So a for loop that print stars or hashes
so is it
50
like
per
char?
row. Sorry again.
Is
You
it
can
like the one with char where we put the like
Not
char or
necessary.
something.
No, not necessary. I mean, you can just, yeah, not necessarily using char. You can use just int to decide that we need to have a for loop that run for 50 times and print all the hashes on one line. Just be aware on one line, not multiple lines. I think you already know that.
Yeah. Should I do it now?
Yes, please,
Oh,
because that is how we going to see what is the effect of putting nested loops, nested for loops. You can still do it on the same file just to save time, and then you can move it later to different files.
yeah, okay.
So under the while loop that we did just now, you can make a for loop to make these hashes.
Yeah. So just one line.
Yes, one line, yes.
Should I share? Or
Yes, please.
um yeah. It's not really. Oh, wait.
Where is your for loop?
Yeah, it's here.
Okay, you created M and then, yep, that is excellent, but okay, fine, totally fine.
But it's not printing on one line though.
It is printing on one line.
But the output it's like here.
It's truncated. Yes, it's truncated. So, okay.
Oh,
It is just truncated. Let me check here. Uh,
let
wait,
me
wait first. Give me a second. This belong to where? I see here. Did you put it in another while loop on top? Go up,
no,
please.
no. Oh, wait, did I? I might have accidentally, but I think I closed my while loop. Did I?
No, no. I see this. This supposed to be a bracket after it. So,
Uh,
so I
so
think this
do
bracket, this bracket is belong to this, and this supposed to be here.
oh, oh,
Okay, now try to run and see.
Yeah.
But I don't see
It's,
any. Okay, so it's split printing, but printing them on one line. Okay, it prints. I mean, we are able to fix this problem by actually putting something in like system.print out.print line and then empty brackets. That will make sure
yeah.
that this print on a totally new line.
Yeah. Uh, yeah.
Okay, good. So, okay, to work on improving, I would say if we would like to improve, so at the moment I'm printing one. What if I would like to print a couple of lines like this? Okay, so this have a 50 inside it, 50 hashes inside it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I printed only one line with 50 hashes. What if I would like to print 3 lines? Each of them have these 50 hashes. How can we do that? You are not able to do that with a single for loop. You have to include this. So we know that this produce only one line. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
wait. Here, this produce only one line.
Yeah.
So if I would like to produce 3 lines, I need to include this code, this for loop, in another for loop. So you have to come on top and make another for loop that run for 3 times with a different variables, with a different variable name, not M, of course.
Yeah.
So you make sure that you enclose this with a curly braces and you close it with a curly braces. So if you would like to run this for 3 times, you have to make, yes, okay, correct.
Can I run?
Yes, run, please.
Okay, something is not.
Perfect, right?
The output, it's just still just printing one line.
Okay. So it means that, of course, what I'm doing, I execute this for 3 times because of the outer loop. But the only problem here is that I can't see them because they are all printing like this. If I come, so if every time I run this and then I say print line empty like that, it means that every time he executes 50 of the hashes, he will come to execute the next line for 50, another 50 hashes if I put this here. So you finish this for loop and then you print an empty line. It will move the cursor here, but it will not print anything.
Oh,
So if you come here, press enter, and then write system.out.print line and empty brackets like that. Same like we did here. Okay, now run and see.
oh,
Did you notice the difference? So
yes.
he printed how many? 3. Because every
Yeah.
time he execute 50, a line with 50 hatches, he print a new line. So he moves the cursor here. And then
Yeah.
this it get executed again and print another 50 hashes. And then we print a new line. So we move to the next. So that if you increase that to 4, then definitely it will also use here 4 lines.
Yeah.
That this makes sense to you? So this
Yes.
is the main, this is the, I mean, this is the main construction and the main reason behind using 2 for loops. Did you
Yeah.
understand anything, how it works?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay, so I will give you a little exercise about the for loop and the while loop, and then we build on that knowledge on the next class. Okay,
Okay.
was it
Okay.
clear?
Yes.
Okay, then see you next class. Take care.
You take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.